Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XVS video. Now, like usual, I'm gonna talk about the banner which is gonna come on this week. So on this week, we get Youthful Thunder Sakura. So let's start from her. So far, we have Lord of the Seas Nicole, which is a buffer who support your water damage. Irit, who is a tech chainer and a supporter that boosts your light damage. Also, we have Celes, who is a tank and ice damage booster. Now it's time for Thunder Element. Sakura. Using her Brave Shift Limit Burst, you're gonna get the usual 45% elemental damage boost for Thunder, 250% Limit Burst damage boost buff, and 350% all stats buff. So yes, it is inferior than Citra Descendant Irit stats buff. The side role she has now is Evoker, same like Lord of the Seas Nicole. But again, the difference is Sakura uses Thunder Element on her Evoke attack. The damage modifier is also the same, including the weaknesses, which are low, true, double hand, magic boost, and yes, no chain modifier cap boost. So yeah, the damage from her won't be impressive at all. Other funny things are their Trust Mastery Word and STMR. I'm not sure why they do this, but the Trust Mastery Word is almost exactly the same. It gives 100% confused resistance, but it actually confused me. Why they do this? Okay, it is basically too lazy. The difference is only elemental resist boost. This also applies to the STMR. Same defense spirit boost. The difference only 50% elemental resist boost. Lord of the Seas Nicole gives you water resist, while Sakura gives you 50% thunder resist. The killers are also different, but again, yes, lazy, okay? So that's all for Sakura. Let's move to the next character, NVA Citra. So in my opinion, NVA Citra is quite interesting. She becomes spirit-based attackers and evoker, which also use her spirit as offensive power. You don't need to worry that much about spirit stats because she gets maximum true dual wield spirit on her Brave Shift form. So I think her spirit should be quite decent and not gonna bottleneck her performance. She uses light element, but the great thing is her evoking or evoker abilities seems flexible. Actually, I'm not sure, but since there is an asterisk mark on wiki, so I assume it is flexible, which means she can become quite nice finisher, okay? Maybe can become your poor man's Terra. Maybe the major problem she has is, on normal form, she doesn't have chain modifier cap boost when dual wielding, and yes, maximum true dual wield spirit. Okay, it's very hard to raise your true dual wield spirit. Okay, so these weaknesses are not exist on Brave Shift form because on Brave Shift form she has maximum on both chain modifier cap and true dual wield spirit. But again, on her Brave Shift form, the limit burst is 24 hits attack. It is not one hit finishing attack like on the normal form. So I'm not sure whether it can be chained with other limit bursts. And yes, that's I think the good and the weak thing about NVA Citra. Her Trust Mastery Word is okay, nothing special or bad. 60% spirit are nice, but there is minus 30% dark resist, so be careful about that. For STMR, I can say it is very nice stuff. But I think other spirit staff like Ayaka and Frisia STMR are better. The Evo Magic boost is nice, but it's also niche because yeah, for most evoker like Terra, Ferris, I don't think you want to equip staff on them. So again, this STMR is probably only useful for herself. Okay? And that's it for the new characters which are gonna available on this week. Some of you, including me, probably want to complain about where is NVA Mediana, because from what I see on the wiki, she is insanely powerful. And yes, okay, I'm quite annoyed here right now. There's an update that says Mediana will come at later date. Sure, she will come. Okay, I know. My question is when? 6 months from now? Where her abilities are already getting power creep? Okay, so really guys, I really don't want to be negative here, but again, it's really obvious that they don't want us to have powerful character. So I don't buy the reason they say, oh, we kind of lack manpower to do things. Okay, because yes, if you really run out of manpower, why you don't awaken Mediana? Because from what I know, Mediana is more popular than Citra. Okay, so why they don't delay Citra and give us Mediana? Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I don't know, but what I hear is Mediana is really powerful, and yes, I agree with the opinion, but why they choose Citra? Okay, so yes, like I said, let's hope we get her soon. That's all I want to say. Now the final question, like usual, should you summon? Yes, you should summon if you really want to collect the elemental damage booster. So yes, you want to collect Lord of the Cynical, you want to collect Irid, and yes, you really need, oh, this time it's time for lightning element, I want to get lightning booster. Then yes, it's your choice, but I'm more inclined to don't summon, because yes, I know this elemental damage booster is really useful on Dark Vision, on maybe Clash of Wheels, but again, yeah, if you are well, it's not a problem. But if you are Dolphin or free to play, I don't think you should pull on this kind of banner, because why? I believe that when we have lightning version of Tifa and Sephiroth, they usually come with, yes, their own elemental damage booster. So for example, Tifa and Sephiroth able to boost their dark and water damage by themselves. Sure, it comes from Granny's ability, so it's kind of limited. But again, the battle usually lasts really fast, okay? So unless you are in the really long battle, then I don't think you need this kind of buffer. I don't say Sakura is bad, okay? If you really need someone who able to boost your lightning damage, and yes, basically you really love Lord of the Seas Nicole, okay? Whoa, you really like him, and you also need the lightning version of him, then yes, get Sakura. But for me, I will prefer to wait the real lightning finisher, okay, to spend my lapis. And yes, the second reason I don't recommend you to summon is, like I said, Mediana. Why they don't give us Mediana, okay? Why they give us Citra? Let's just exchange, right? Okay, really annoying in my opinion. And again, if you really like Citra, I don't say Citra is bad, okay? Citra is probably also quite good. Remember that you can always use your UOC. There are not many NVA units worth awakening. So if there is someone who caught the attention, I think it's worth to use your UOC. Okay? And the step up summon is like the previous tweet, previous week, if I'm not mistaken, because it guarantee you to get Neo Vision. Okay, so very nice, I must say. So yes, I think that's it you need to know about this week. Okay, really disappointed, but again, this is simply maybe a little bit maybe it is not a huge disappointment. It all matters. I mean, yeah, it depends on when Gumi release Mediana. If let's say Gumi release Mediana next week or next 2 weeks, I'm quite okay with that. But let's say if they release her maybe 3 months from now, 6 months from now, what's the point? Okay, and they say they lack manpower. Yeah, that's all I can say about this week banner. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys!